Welcome back to the Roll Blob postgame show on the Big East Energy Network. That's Cap. I'm Coop, here to talk about Xavier's 91-84 win over the Georgetown Hoyas. A much-needed win, Cap. It's been a minute.
It has been a minute. It's been a tough few weeks as a Xavier fan. I think we've all felt it. So it was good to get a home win. And honestly, man, I thought the arena was great. I thought we had a really good turnout for a team that's been struggling lately, which I'm proud of, man. I'm proud of the Xavier fan base to continue to show out. And it was good to get a win.
Yeah, no doubt. And the fans definitely, we got here. First of all, it's 65 degrees. Beautiful.
Being inside for 4 hours has been a little rough. Yeah.
But, I mean, just based on the energy in this arena tonight, you wouldn't know that this was a team fighting to stay out of last place in the Big East.
You hit it on the head, man. I think they've done a really good job because I know it's tough, and I know that both sides want the players want us to support them, and obviously but yeah, you have to have both sides. And I remember playing with the Zip 'em Up stuff. It was we got to give the fans a reason to get excited, know. And at times you got to give them something to get excited about, and at times there hasn't been much. Right. So it felt good, for both sides to get that today.
And it's good to complete the season sweep of Georgetown.
Very much so.
So, we were safe from all water bottles. We made our dent.
We did.
In water today.
Well,
we
I
are
just figured
hydrated.
If we kept the water out of them, they can't be as dangerous.
That's true.
So if they're empty, an empty water bottle is less dangerous than a full water bottle.
I've been saying
that. You have been.
Yeah.
People know that.
Absolutely. But you know who was dangerous tonight? Roddie Anderson.
That he was. Post-game presser on the Roll Blob podcast. Exclusive.
Yep. Exclusive.
And we actually learned really cool news.
So Roddie Anderson confirmed to us today he does still have eligibility. He said a lot of people don't know that, but with him redshirting last year, he does have one more year left.
Roll Blob podcast exclusive.
Senior night on Tuesday, big deal. Maybe not for him. We'll see. So
maybe not.
I
would like to have the same conversation with Phil. But that's beside the point.
Right.
No, but he was awesome. Roddy's been on a hell of a stretch.
Yeah.
And I feel that's been really cool about this team is different guys are stepping up at different times. I feel All has had some chances where he's been really hot, and we've needed Roddy to be hot.
Yeah, no doubt. It is cool, though, because it's Trey Carroll, of course, every night is going to give you 20-plus points.
You just look up, he's pretty much going to get 20 waking up.
He's the best scorer in the Big East and deserves to be first team all Big East.
Yep.
But, some nights it's Roddie. Some nights it's Phil. Some nights it's all right. Some nights it's Malik Messina Moore. So who knows? Obviously, Trey and Phil both had phenomenal games tonight, as always. Phil-nominal, I guess we could say.
Phil-nominal.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah. But that's what we know from Roddie Anderson. And then in the post-game press conference, too, he and Phil both talked about how there's been a lot of close losses.
Yep.
Obviously, you don't want to lose those games, but you're playing those same teams in a week in New York City at Madison Square Garden. So you're familiar with everybody, and, they've been a few calls away, a few points away from winning a lot more games.
And especially with a team that can shoot threes. That is a great equalizer, obviously. So I feel genuinely, I'm not blowing smoke. This is a team that can beat anybody but UConn. Yeah. I don't think we can beat UConn. No. I'm just going to be completely honest.
I agree.
But, let's say UConn gets upset. We could beat anybody. If we get hot, it could happen.
Yeah.
Why not us?
And you know what? I know it's St. John's plays a lot of their games there, but you're not going on the road. It's a neutral site game. Mm-hmm. So, we saw what they did against Georgia and West Virginia on neutral sites. That's comparable to playing in Madison Square Garden, I'm sure.
And it's a team that's shown they can play with tough teams.
Right.
It really is. We've played really well against good competition.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, I don't know, man. You never know.
Never know.
Hey, the calendar's about to turn. Coop Ledford.
Tonight.
To one of my, honestly, probably my favorite month of the year.
Yeah. What is it?
March.
This
is March.
Wow. This is
March.
It will be March.
R.I.P. Bozo at February. You will not be missed.
We're on to March. But it's exciting just watching this team continue to fight. And then with the possibility of, making some noise. You have to win the Big East tournament to sniff the postseason. I get that. But let's just enjoy it. There's not many games left. We'll never have this exact group of guys playing together again.
Sure.
So the guys like Malik Messina Moore, possibly Philip Borovich, and we'll see. But just seeing those guys finish out their Xavier career and try to pull some upsets.
And it kind of feels like we've had teams in the past. I remember Stanley Burrell, for example, his freshman year. We had a really rough year. But I remember at that time thinking okay, we've got some good, young, talented players that are going to be cornerstones of this program going forward. So let's just watch their development. So I kind of feel the same way now of you could bring Roddie Anderson back next year. You could bring Jovan back next year. Potentially you can get Phil. Potentially you get All Right. So it's I'm in the same boat now of just kind of scouting okay, who's going to be, a big building block next year. And as well as I do, in college basketball, returning a guy can be a whole different player the season after.
Right.
Like, so some of these guys, I mean, a lot of our, returning core right now that we could get are sophomores. Mm-hmm. And that sophomore to junior jump is huge.
Yeah.
So I'm interested, bro. Like, and, we had to throw together a roster so quickly last year. And if you can return 3, 4, 5 guys and have to fill in some holes, and that's just such an easier position for the coaching staff.
Yeah. Hey, we didn't talk about this publicly because it was pretty much like extinguished immediately. Yeah. But the Pitino to Providence stuff was wild. First of all, like, I don't know where that report comes from, but I mean, but I don't know where he gets
where the source is.
I'm not saying he's not right sometimes. Obviously, he's
that's why I didn't want to jump on it.
A higher level than we are.
Yeah.
But last time,
on the head.
And I remember quote tweeting it with clown emojis, and I'm like, shit.
We can't do it this time.
Had to delete the tweet and stuff like that. But like, I mean, what are your thoughts on that? That's kind of absurd after like a few months here.
It was insane. I just feel like it's impractical. Like, the buyout would be crazy, which Providence would have to take on.
Yeah.
I believe Kim English still has a buyout too.
I'm sure.
So Providence would have to take on Kim English's buyout and a Pitino buyout where he's been here for 1 year.
Yeah.
And I don't know the structure of his contract, but I would assume there's quite a few years left on it.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like he's in year 3 or year 4 and you're just, I don't know, paying a few million to get him out. Like, it would be substantial, you know? And then 2, this is just my opinion as a Xavier fan. Like, okay, if you can get the Carolina job, go take the Carolina job. But Xavier to Providence after 1 year,
right?
I mean, come on. And I don't know the NIL situations down to the number for each school, but it feels a little silly. I did see a tweet that I really liked. I think it was actually I don't remember, but they said like, here's the formula. Like, put out a little source that you're gonna leave, get everyone all pissed off, get donors to donate more money, and then deny it. And I'm not saying that's what happened, obviously, but I think that's funny if it did.
Yeah, that's actually hilarious. But I also like that Pitino didn't fully address that nonsense or whatever, but just comes out like excited for the game against Providence. I'm excited to build this program for years and years and years and years to come or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
It was awesome. But I think that is exciting. Like, Pitino still developing. He's still a young coach. Like, I know we've said it before, like 15 years from now, I don't know if he'll be at Xavier or not, hopefully, but I think he's going to be one of the superstars in this sport.
Yeah.
And we're getting to see him right now, like maybe at the very, upward peak of his career.
I think he's a big young upcoming coach. And obviously, like, there's a lot that still has to be a lot of battles left to be won. But it is interesting. I think this is a huge year because I think we're all being honest. Like, this was a tough season. Yeah. And if I'm being honest, I think a successful season for what had to be done. But next year's a big year.
Yeah.
I mean, for his legacy, for the sentiment of Xavier basketball, like, next year's a huge season.
Yeah, I think we'll learn a lot about just what this program has NIL-wise next year, too, because there were a lot of things. It's like, well, how much did Xavier really spend this year? Are they saving it for next year when there's more players available and you have a full calendar to build your roster? So
I do kind of feel like, if we're being honest, like, this year is kind of a honeymoon year for a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think anyone's going on anyone's neck. I mean, you might be disappointed, but I mean, I think to expect, the tournament or whatever the case may be, this season's a little silly. But like next year, all that's off. Like next year's like, the part of the marriage where it's like, we've been together for a few years and like, if you don't put the dishes away, I'm going to yell at you a little bit. Yeah. And it's going to get a little ugly.
I wonder why it's called a honeymoon.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Like the moon is like.
I don't know what those two things would have to do with each other.
No
if I'm being
idea.
honest with you. We're going to have to do some digging on that, which we like to do.
Oh, no. And Cap asked Roddie Anderson a hard-hitting question about white girl music being played in the locker room. What's your favorite like white girl music song or artist?
You got to go California Girls, Katy Perry.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
Absolute bang. Anything with Kesha.
Kesha? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little Kesha, little Katy
Sabrina
Perry.
Carpenter, maybe.
Well, I think that's like modern white girl music. I think we're talking like 2010s white girl music. Okay. I think there's two different genres there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, but I like X Gon Gave It To You the best.
Yeah. If I were, I don't know, say I was waiting for a home field apparel sweatshirt or hat in the mail, I'd probably listen to white girl music to kill the time. Visit our sponsor, homefieldapparel.com.
You got a home field hat without even knowing.
I got a home field hat without even. I was in Tennessee, and I'm not a Tennessee Volunteers fan, but they had this awesome like snapback 1996, 1997 SEC champs, Peyton Manning football.
Heard of them.
And I bought a home field hat for $20.
It's a good looking hat.
Awesome hat. But homefieldapparel.com, you get your Xavier gear there. Yeah,
I also really like those hats you showed me today. It was like the Creighton one, the Kansas one. They were like all white.
Oh yeah,
They were really good. Other than it being Creighton.
Yeah, not us talking about home field apparel.
Wait,
it's giving sponsorship.
It is giving sponsorship. But Coop Ledford, I think that's, and I feel like it's kind of tough. I saw Kenny's tweet the other day after the Providence game, and it was funny because there was like a Xavier fan who was like, "What's there even to talk about?" Because like me and Kenny had difficulties, and I kind of get it. Yeah. Like, because me and Kenny had difficulties after the Providence game, like talking, we had technical difficulties.
Yeah,
and
I heard that.
And Kenny like apologized, and someone's like, "Well, what's there even to talk about anyway?"
Yeah,
and I kind of get it.
Well,
but like at the same time though, like I still want to support our team, and it's still like a part of the journey.
Yeah, no doubt. It's fun to support them. And, I mean, we're going to be here on Tuesday for senior night. And we appreciate everybody for watching us with these postgame shows. This is our first year doing the postgame shows. We're definitely going to continue them into next season. But next season's going to be a little weird at Cintas Center. The PA announcer, Herb Bauer, his last game's Tuesday.
That caught me off guard.
He announced it today. They honored him with, like, the sword and a jersey and stuff like that. But you might not know his name, but you've heard his voice. Every Xavier game, I think he's missed one home game since.
One home game since '86.
That's crazy. I've missed, like, 2 this year.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
but
he's like synonymous with my, like, growing up as a Xavier fan. Like, the 3-point field goal, right. Like, the slam, like, that was something.
For Xavier.
It's going to feel weird having anyone else do it.
Yeah, it will. But
unsung hero.
Yeah, absolutely. And I will decline the PA announcer job
if
offered. I don't have a PA.
What about for baseball?
I would do it for baseball, but someone could do it a lot better than me, and Xavier deserves better.
Capel.
Also, behind us, there are X's everywhere. It's kind of our thing. I just had to get that in.
Yeah,
there.
I appreciate that. Yes.
Next up is senior night, Tuesday. Last game at Cintas Center for the season. So come out, support the guys, support the seniors, and season's coming to a close, man. Only 2 more games left.
We're just about done. Can I say one thing that's kind of controversial?
No.
Okay.
But yeah.
So there's a coach in Oxford that's winning some games.
Sure.
Okay. Which one? I love the freak out. By the way, that was fantastic. I'm sure you saw.
That was awesome. He pushed the speaker.
Yeah, I tried to go up to DJ Bandcamp today and push his speaker over, and security ushered me away.
They did.
Yeah, I really tried. I'm seeing some rumblings. I think some people are like, "Oh, well, he should be at Xavier." Like, can we talk about this for a couple minutes?
He already was.
Like, come on, bro. Like, what are we doing? Najee Marshall, who's in the NBA, scored 36 points the other night.
Yeah, the night.
Made the tournament his freshman year.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah. Tyreek Jones.
Did not make the tournament other than his sophomore season.
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking about here? I don't want to hear any out-of-pocket stuff about as great as he's doing now, and that's great.
Yeah, I'm happy for him. And
I don't want to hear anything crazy about it. He should be here.
I think he goes to a high major team, but we just hired a coach last year.
Also, their strength of schedule is like 305.
It's not good.
And like he said, like, oh well, no one will play us. That doesn't mean you have to play the 300th hardest schedule. Like their non-con schedule is atrocious. And maybe Kansas won't play you, but like freaking Dayton will play you.
I bet Kansas would play them.
I mean, maybe. I mean, but if T. Steele wants to, if he wants to say like the high majors won't play us, okay, so be it. But that doesn't mean you have to play a 300th ranked schedule. Yeah. Like you can still play harder teams than you're playing now. So like again, all love to T. Steele, and I love what he's doing. It's awesome. It really is. And I love seeing his growth. I love seeing him freak out. I wanted a freak out like that at Xavier.
Yeah,
frankly, that would have been awesome. Yeah. Shout out DJ Bandcamp.
Not us talking about Miami.
I know, but it's cool though. It is cool seeing all that kind of stuff. And I'm hopeful that they get a good draw, but it's going to be interesting, bro. Like, I'm interested to see what they look like against, like, a real athletic team.
Yeah, like Kentucky.
It would be insane.
Yeah.
But I also think it would be crazy. I know we're kind of taking it hijacking here, but there's just – I don't know if there's much more to really talk about Xavier-wise. But, like, what kind of seed do you think they get?
You know, I was thinking an 8 or 9 seed, but if you go undefeated, and let's just say they win the MAC.
Yeah.
Like – 8 or 9, like is that as high as you can get? Maybe
that's what
7,
I'm saying, bro.
6,
like
I don't know.
Any of the talk of them being a debate for getting in the tournament to me is crazy.
I mean, yeah, they 100% should be in the tournament.
I feel like I'm seeing
otherwise,
some of that.
Then what's the point of playing the regular?
I'm seeing
season?
some of that like, oh, they shouldn't even be. I'm like,
no, that's stupid.
What are we talking about?
Also,
here?
The whole like, oh well, I know in Xavier's case this year it would help, but like, I would rather win the regular season. I feel like that means more.
Yeah.
Than winning the conference tournament. It's like, okay, you got hot. You could have a losing record, win your conference tournament, get in. It's like, okay, well, there's other teams that are getting left out because they had a good regular season,
Right.
but you stole a bid. I don't know. That's
Completely agree.
Like, I like the conference tournament.
Every other team in the Big East would probably disagree with that for whatever reason. They love winning the Big East tournament.
I would rather win the Big East regular season title, which Xavier did, 8 years ago today?
Yeah, that they did. But that's really all I got on that, but I thought it was just interesting. But that is about all that I got from the Cintas Center Cup.
Yeah, I think that's it. We'll see you Tuesday night for senior night against Seton Hall.
Let's go, baby.
So from Cap X34 and Kenny Freese, who is, I don't know what he's doing, but he ain't here.
Family stuff.
Family stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he does
He has
that
a
kind
wife
of stuff.
and multiple kids.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm Coop Ledford.
Appreciate
Stay
you guys.
blobbing. And now we just sit back and smile.